Hi, my name is Jayashankar Venigandla. In this video, we are going to see how to customize the default Pega login screen. By the end of this video, you will be learning the below configurations. The first one is customizing default title, background, and company logo. Before doing the actual configurations, we need to know about two rules available in the Pega platform, which will be used by default at the time of logging into the system. The first file name is web login. This is a HTML file defined in superclass, that is @base class. It defines the title of the page, it defines the company logo, and login credentials validations are done here in this file. Also, the password reset functionality is configured here in this file. The next file is, or the next rule is py login screen. This is a CSS file, that is cascading style sheet file. It is defined in the web.wb directory. Styling for login screen is defined in the CSS file. It is referenced in the web login HTML file so that the styles will be applied to the login screen at runtime. The login screen background is defined here. As per the current context, before we do the required customizations, first we need to understand the default login processing. That means by default, when we are trying to log in into the system or into the application, what are the rule types that are being used in the background to apply all the configurations like the title of the page, company logo, background image, and many other configurations. Then we are going to create a new application without disturbing the existing application configurations. As part of this, we'll be creating a new rule set to add the customized rules. Also, we are going to create binary files to upload the images, which we'll be using for uploading the company logo and background image. At the same time, we have to open the predefined rules called web login and py login screen rules, which are defined in the @base class, and we have to do a save as into the newly created rule set so that we can apply the customizations as per the requirement. And we have to customize this web login and py login screen rules to update the or to customize the title of the page, company logo, and background images. Next one is creating a new access group for guest user login to test whether the customizations are applied to the login screen or not. That access group will be configured, or that access group needs to be configured with the newly created application so that we can test with the guest user login to check whether the login screen is applied with the latest updates or not. And the last one is we have to update a rule called Requestor Type. Requestor Type is a rule type here. So we have to update the Requestor Type rule with the new access group so that we are going to see the newly created application with the customized login configurations. Now let us see the first one, that is understanding default login processing. This is the default login screen. This is how it looks. If you see at the top, it is showing the name as Pega platform. This is nothing but the title of the page. If you see the logo here, this is the default Pega logo. And the background image is the blue color, which is coming from the Pega platform default configuration. And this version I'm using here is Pega 8.4 Personal Edition. As part of this learning, we are going to customize the title of the page, company logo, company logo and the background of the login screen. Let us log into this system by clicking on login. The username here I have entered is administrator@pega.com and the password for this is install, all lowercase, and click on login, which will take by default to the Pega platform application. Is nothing but Pega rules. Right. This is the default Pega platform application. We can see on the header part here, application, it is showing Pega platform. So the moment we log into the application by using the administrator@pega.com as the user ID, it is taking us to the Pega platform application. Now, whatever we have seen as part of the default login screen features like the title, logo, and the background image, those are being defined by using a rule which is available under Records Explorer under sysadmin, and there is a here sysadmin is the rule category. Under this there is a rule type called Requestor Type. When you click on this Requestor Type, it shows a screen like this. There are different instances of the Requestor Type rule type. Out of all this, as part of the current context, we have to go with this Pega browser and browser starting connection as the label. So Requestor Type over here is browser, means we are going to use this application with the help of a browser. So the required configurations we have to do in this Requestor Type. Let us see what is configured in this Requestor Type instance. By clicking on it, we should be able to see the definition. Yes, it is configured with an access group name called PRPC, and unauthenticated is the access group name. This is the default access group which is configured as part of this Requestor Type instance. Let us see what is configured in this access group by clicking on this icon. Under application, it is mentioned as Pega rules are defined in the platform, and the version is 8, major version. And role is configured by default with Pega rules with guest. And the same thing we are also going to use in our user defined access group default login screen or functionality. Now, as part of the current context, without disturbing any existing applications, we are going to create a new application and we are going to customize the login screen. For that, you can close all the available tabs over here and you just go to the header menu and go with the new application. And here you can select the classic as the application type. And here click on use this application type, and we need to click on this advanced configuration so that we can give the application name and organization name. By default it is giving an auto generated organization name. This can be configured for a simple understanding, like ABC I'm giving as the organization name, and the application name I'm giving XYZ app. So it is going to generate the class hierarchy with these names: ABC as the organization name, XYZ app as the application name, and the class group is work. Then we need to click on this save, and now again click on create application so that the system is going to create a new application with the given name XYZ app. After creating the new application, by default it will show us an option to create a new operator from this screen. And the operator type I want to see as other, and I want to click on add here. A new operator ID will be created with this name. and the default password has been generated for this operator ID. We can copy this from the screen so that at the time of login we can use it and we can update the password. After copying this, we can click on log off, and here we need to log in to the new user, that is XYZ app. And the password, whatever we have copied in the previous screen, you can paste here and click on login. The system will prompt us now to update the password. In this current password, we have to paste the previously copied password, and here we need to give a new password. I'm giving the new password as rules, and also confirm password, same rules, and we have to click on change password. Now it takes us to the new application, that is XYZ app. We can switch to Dev Studio from here. So now we have successfully created a new application named XYZ app with a new operator ID, that is author@XYZ app. We'll see the definition of this XYZ app, what is being configured by default. So click on definition. Under built-on applications, by default it is taking the built-on application as UI kit. Under application rule sets, the system has created 4 rule sets starting with the XYZ app int, ABC, and ABC int. So first 2 are meant for application, second 2 are meant for organization rule sets. Now, as for the current requirement, without disturbing any of these rule sets, we'll create a new rule set over here so that we can add the customized rules to this newly created rule set. I want to give a name for this here as XYZ app guest. I want to give XYZ app guest 01-01 major minor versions, and we need to click on this icon so that we can create the new rule set. And in this screen we have to check this checkbox indicating update my current application to include the new version. That means we are saying that include this newly created rule set as part of this application. And here you can observe the name of the rule set and the version of the rule set. Then click on create and close. Then you'll be getting a screen like this saying that rule set XYZ app guest does not exist. Do you want to create a new one? Yes, click on OK. Now the new rule set is being created. Yes, now the new rule set has been created. You can see that here XYZ app guest is done. Now the next step in this process is we have to create binary files to upload the company logo and background images. For that we need to go to the Records Explorer, and under technical rule category there is a rule type called binary file. We need to click on this binary file so that it shows us all the existing binary file instances. From here we have to click on create to create a new binary file like this. First one I want to create is I want to create a company logo image, and I want to save this in webwb directory, and my file format is JPG. So based on your image format like JPG, PNG, and so on, so you mention the file type over here. Then make sure that the application is selected as XYZ app, and the add to rule set is showing XYZ app, but we need to change this to the newly created rule set, that is XYZ app guest. Select it and click on create and open. Now it shows an option here to upload the file, upload file, and when it is upload file, click on choose file where already have the required images. So here I have company logo and BG image 1 and BG image 2 I have. So I want to select this company logo and click on open, then click on upload file. The uploaded file will be previewed only when you click on save. Yeah, this is how it looks, the company logo at runtime. Then same way we have to do another upload for background image. For background image, so you can go to the binary file instances and again click on create, and here I want to give this name as login bg image 1, login bg image 1, and here I want to give the same directory web.wb, and the file extension is jpg, and the remaining details you can keep it as it is, the application name and the rule set. Click on create and open, then upload file, choose file, and select bg image 1, upload file, then save it to see the preview. This is how it looks. You need to adjust the image size as per your computer screen size. One already we have created, another one we need to create now. Create and give one more name like login bg image 2, then here give the same directory and extension. Click on create and open. Upload file, choose file, and this is second image. Upload file and save to see the preview. Right, so all the three images we have created. The next step in this process is we have to open the predefined rules. That is, first one is web login. From here we have to open the web login and click on search and click on this first option available, HTML file type, HTML rule type, and the name is web login. We need to click on this file to open the definition of this rule. And here you can observe that it is showing the option as private edit, means we can't do any changes to this rule, which is defined in the Pega end user UI rule set. And the class name is @base class. So here we can't do any changes, but to do the required customization, we have to do a save as of this rule along with another rule called py login screen, and click enter here. And here we need to open this rule called web.wb is the directory, and py login screen is a CSS file. So we need to click on this rule where there are cascading styles are defined here. Right, first we'll do the save as of this login. So this is the option available, save as, and it is going to be saved in this XYZ app, and the rule set is XYZ app guest, which is a user defined rule set. So click on create and open. In this web login file, this is a HTML file. You can see here, this is a HTML file. In this file, title and company logo we are going to customize. So to search for the title, use Ctrl F and type in title and enter where it is configured. The value now it is showing by default as Pega platform. This needs to be updated as per the requirement. So I'm giving my name as here the title of the page. And the next one is about updating the company logo. So use Ctrl F and type in to search with the logo, and here it is available. image source equal to web.wb the directory, and this is the default logo available with the .svg file format. This we have to update with our own image name, that is company company logo dot jpg, company logo dot jpg. These two changes we have done, and we can click on check in now so that we can update the required title and company logo. And I'm just entering this name as this check-in comments as updated, and click on check-in. Yeah, the rule has been saved now. Same way we also have to do the save as for this py login screen. Just go with the save as option here. It is going to show the rule name as login screen, and everything is default like web.wb and css file, and it is going to save now this rule into the newly created application, and it is going to be added to the newly created application rule set, that is xyz app guest. Create and open. This is the code for applying different styles since it is a css file. To check for the background image, you can use Ctrl F and type in as background. It shows the area where it is configured. Here is available, that is background image, background repeat, background color, background attachment. Different options are available here. We are going to check with this background image. So we have to remove this, we have to delete this pre-configured predefined configuration, and we have to update this with the newly created binary files, that is nothing but our images. So to configure that, we need to give a URL for this option that you can copy from here. That URL format you can copy from here and paste here, and remove this path to give our newly added image path, that is login bg image 1.jpg, right? And after doing these changes, you need to click on check-in so that we can see the updated changes here. Same thing updated as the check-in comments. Check-in. Yes, it has been saved now. The next step in this process is we need to create a new access group which is available from Records Explorer, and under security category there is a rule type called access group. We need to click on this access group. These are existing application access groups, and we need to click on create to create a new access group. We had to give a name here like XYZ app guest, and copy paste here as the access group name XYZ app guest. Create click on create and open. Under this application section, we need to specify the application name which needs to be accessed with this access group, that is XYZ app, and the version is the default one, that is 01.01.01. Next, under this available roles, we have to specify the default available role, that is Pega rules : guest. You can use down arrow to select it from the down arrow, and click on save to save the access group. In this entire process, one last configuration is pending, that is updating this access group in the requestor type instance. That we can access by going to the Records Explorer and under sysadmin by clicking on the Requestor Type and again clicking on this instance, that is Pega. Browser is the Requestor Type. Browser starting connection is the label. So we need to click on this instance, and which is the default configuration available. But now we have to add the newly created access group, that is XYZ app guest. Consolidate by using the down arrow, XYZ app guest. And we have to make this as a default access group so that it is going to apply the customized changes at the time of login screen, at the time of logging into the application. And save these changes here. Yeah, the rule has been saved. That's it. We have done all the required configurations, and the last step is testing this application whether it is going to show us the customized login screen or not. To do that, let us log off and log in to check whether it is getting the updates or not. Yes, it has been updated with the title. We are able to see the name as Jayashankar Veniganla. Previously it was showing us Pega platform. Now it is showing the updated value here, and the logo has been changed here, and the background image also changed. So it's working and looking nice. So we'll try it out another one with another background image. Log in with the newly created operator. Click on login. It should take us to the App Studio by default. Like this, and here we can switch to Dev Studio. Now we have to update the login screen to change the new background image. That you can search here, py login screen. Click enter, then click on this file and make sure that the rule set is XYZ app guest. And to do the required changes again, click on checkout. And again, navigate to background image. And here instead of image 1, we'll be giving image 2. Then click on save and check in. After saving, click on check in. Enter the comments as updated. Again, it is updated. Check in. Again, to test this new update, we have to log off and log in to see the new background image. Still, it is showing the same background image here. This is because of the browser cache is holding this image. So once we clear the browser history, and we'll be able to see the latest changes, clear data, close these options again, and when you refresh it, you should be able to see the new background image like this. Yes, it is working. We're able to successfully modify or successfully customize this title of the page, company logo, and the background image. I hope that you had great learning experience in this video. I would like to hear from you about your learning experience with your like and comment. Thanks for watching.